Kerbal Space Program. Zombies in Space. Episode 18. Zombie Recovery. So Geneory finally got back into a spacecraft. Thank goodness for that. And he's lifting off from Moon. They sent me a ride home. And now he's gonna use it. Okay, 2.5 kilometers up. And we left the ladders out. Oh well. That's the way it goes. Okay, 120 meters per second. And we're still climbing. Just gotta get over that ridge at the other side. And 9 kilometers for the altitude. 10, 11, oh boy, 13, 15, 16. Okay, cut the engines for now. Let them drift. Yeah, it's probably a good idea to try raise those ladders. Just because. And raise the gears. Turn off the lights. Yeah, I never checked if those smaller engines that we've got on there will actually generate electricity. I know the bigger one we've got in the middle section will not. I just don't know. Okay, so we can add a maneuver to actually get this thing into a stable orbit around. That would be handy. And we get there, burn, 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 burn. Okay, stable orbit. Yeah, some of the stuff that I would have slowly. Oh yeah, do an EVA because that looks like an interesting thing. Minimus's cans. That's an interesting looking feature, and I was right. I managed to actually get some more science floating above there. Alright, so now try to set it up on a trajectory to a free return trajectory. Get us skipping through Kerbin's atmosphere once again. Oh, there's Kerbin now. Awesome. And we're gonna burn. And we're not burning straight at it. But the plan is to get there. Well, those craters look really bizarre in the dark. Oh, speed things up a little bit. Okay, moving along. There's Kerbin. There's Kerbin now. We're into the atmosphere. And start decoupling these things. And the plan was kind of to try and decouple them while they were on the side facing Kerbin, so that someday, hopefully, they would eventually come in. Yeah, and finally I realized, hey, I'm in the atmosphere. I should retract the solar panels. Jeez. Oh well, anyway. So by the looks of my trajectory, I should manage to avoid having Moon cause me disruptions anymore. Speed things up, come back around again for another pass. Still 8.5 million meters out there. It's a long way out. Okay. And so it looks like I've decided, yeah, let's bring it in a little closer. So we're going through, skimming through at about 45 kilometers in the atmosphere. And that should bring us, bring things back a lot faster. So now we're 4.2 million meters at our highest point. Yeah, there's a lot of circling. I mean, it could have brought us into the atmosphere a little bit more, but the problem with that is you'll come down. You just really will have no control over where you end up. Although this going around and around and around isn't all that exciting either. Oh well, it's coming in rather rapidly now. Less than 2 million meters. And cannot warp faster. Yeah. Okay, so we're skimming through the atmosphere. And it looks like I'm burning the engines to bring things in even more. Well, it looks like that land mass there should hopefully be under me on my next pass, so if I can time everything just right, that might be a good time to come in for a landing. And or am I trying to come into, maybe trying to come in even on the next continent over from there? I don't know. Well, we got a fair amount of fuel. I could do this. I think I can do this. So let's burn those rockets and bring me down. Try and bring me down before I hit the water there. And we're coming down. We're definitely coming down. Just don't know where for sure. Oh, there. Now I've done it. It won't be in the water. Okay, so we cut the engines. And we're getting the re-entry effects. We're at 28 kilometers high. And we're still going like, well, almost 1,500 meters per second. 1.5 kilometers a second. Yikes. That's pretty fast. We're slowing down now. 22 kilometers up. Considering the speed I'm going, that's not very high. 20 kilometers up. It's still going a kilometer a second. Oh, got the engine firing. Slowing us down, slowing us down. Still got the re-entry effects going. 16 kilometers up. By the looks of the nav ball, my trajectory is changing, but still going quite fast. So I don't want to open the parachutes just yet. I still have a little bit of fuel, so try hang on to that. 10 kilometers up. And we're at, well, still over 200 meters per second. And I really, if I was thinking I should check, yeah, let's slow this thing down. Okay, we're under 200 meters per second, so the parachute should be okay. I think I'm out of fuel. Dump that thing. Open the chutes. 5.5 meters from above sea level. And we'll see how things go. Should be fine now. It's kind of dark, but we seem to be above land, and it's not mountains. Okay, so we're about 2.5 kilometers up. About 2 kilometers up now, so should be hitting about 500 or 600 meters above sea level. Speed things up a little. We're coming down. Geneory is coming home. Sad thing is, after all these episodes, this is, I believe, the first guy that I've had return from the surface of Moon. Again, as was stated in previous episodes, kinda got greedy with the science. Not good. Not good at all. But I know with career mode, if they're going to introduce the fact that you got to spend money to build your rockets, I won't be taking the kind of risks I've been taking with these guys, that's for sure. Make them simple, get the job done, no messing around. Oh yeah, lower that ladder. Get some more science here. I guess the other question is, when you recover things in the new system, do they get added to your inventory? Oh, and EVA report. Most precarious situation, Kerbin's grasslands. That's not worth anything. To take data. If I can take the data. Hopefully I remember to try and get more data after I take it. Hopefully. What am I going to do with him now? Take the data. Temperature is quite pleasant and would be a nice place to live. Keep data. Keep it. Collect and record atmospheric pressure data. Keep it. Sensor seems to think it's being calibrated. Keep it. And down he goes. Walking, walking, walking. Plant the flag. He's alive. And of course he's got the flag backwards. Home from moon. At last. Period. Okay. Glad it didn't say home fro. People would think that was weird. Okay, take a surface sample. Looks like dirt. Write that down. It's worth something anyway. EVA report. Don't think a spacesuit was entirely necessary to get here, was it? Write that down. Well, considering the way he got here, it was entirely necessary. Standing on the moon for however long he was standing there. Oh, and he jumps and he's happy looking. He's home. Anyway, we got some points. Lots of points. 715 points to spend on science. What are we going to buy? I guess we'll do that. Let's see. What do we got here? Well, there's that landing can in there. There's docking ports. Docking ports make life a lot more interesting. Not that I'm good at it. I'm really bad at docking. That's why I've got MechJeb here. It's mainly for the docking. So we research that. 465 points. This will cost 300. This guy has the big docking ports. That could be useful. And the big engines. Or big engine, big tanks. I guess we get that. Ah, the nuclear rocket engine. That would be good too. So we get that so we can get the nuclear rocket engine. We don't have the science for it, but we've unlocked it. It is now an option. So that's the good news. Anyway, until next time, see you later.